They say cash is king, but what about in the middle of a global pandemic?
We have e-transfer that we can accept or a credit card over the phone.
Gertie's in downtown Peterborough stopped accepting cash back in March. As money transfers from hand to hand to hand, there are concerns the coronavirus can spread along the way.
If I brought anything home, I would never forgive myself.
Since then, the restaurant's interactions with customers have looked more like this.
How are you?
That's good. How are you?
Thank you very much.
Do you like it?
The idea of going cashless and having contactless pickup is all to try and limit the spread of the virus. But now, the provincial government is slowly allowing some businesses to reopen. So does that mean cash will be making a comeback? At Gertie's, Diana says there's no question it will eventually be an option.
If they want to pay cash, then we do have to accept it. It is a valid currency in our country.
As for banning paper money altogether, the World Health Organization has not advised any such thing. And the Royal Canadian Mint says to have a healthy currency system, you need a mix of both digital and cash solutions.
Definitely, there are people who value their privacy enough to not use technologies where you have to register a whole lot of personal information to use it.
By the sounds of it, we won't be able to physical distance ourselves from hard cash forever. So while many of us are busy washing our hands, what about our money? When it comes to paper bills, the Bank of Canada says these polymer notes have actually been tested to see just how durable they are when coming into contact with other substances. Products such as bleach and rubbing alcohol should be avoided because apparently they can actually damage the bills, making them unrecognizable as legitimate money. Something I'm just not quite ready to test out yet. However, what you can do is actually wash these bills with a little soap and water because apparently they are resistant to moisture. When it comes to coins, the Royal Canadian Mint says the copper, bronze, and brass actually has a sort of antibacterial shield.
That material is extremely resistant to bacteria and viruses. I believe that it can only survive less than an hour on those surfaces.
That being said, it's still best to resort to the most proven method from health officials when trying to avoid COVID-19. And that is to wash your hands as often as possible, especially after you handle cash and before you handle food. Lindsay Biscaya, Global News.